hear this, I have to what? Up the line. How we doing, folks? As you can see, not in my normal studio. I'm in the outside location. Coffee. I don't even know if you can hear this. We shall see. We shall see. But good to see you guys. If I can, I am obviously not in studio because I have no internet, so I'm doing this from my phone. And this is my cute little mic. What do y'all think about it? I hope you like it. I'll wait and see if this is connecting, and so then we will commence. But if not, as you can see, I got plenty of things I could do. Top of the morning to you, Julie. Julie, you got to do my mic check here. I don't know how I sound. I think I look okay. My outfit's pretty cool. I'm gonna eat a bite of my strawberry and cream cheese strudel here. I'm feeling pretty patriotic. I'm feeling very patriotic. Thanks, Chris. That's what I was hoping for. Because, like I said, the Spectrum Man is on his way here. So I'll be back in the studio soon. Man, this is what I have ahead of me today. A bunch of trees that are down. Right there. In the front, in the back, like a Freaknik. And you say, well, why don't you just clean them up later, Carlos? Right? That's what my wife says. So we said, just clean them up later. Yeah, right. Later never comes. No, that's not a Sting or U2 song. At any point in time, a branch may fall on my head too. So I want to say thank you to those who, let's see if I can see on here. I can't. I know that when I'm doing it on the show, I can see who has given the likes and the hellos. But so I got to be honest, man. This storm sucked big donkey balls. Sucked all the days leading up to it. The days after. We are lucky. We had power. The night was horrible. The night was me running from one leak to a broken window to an attic window. It was not fun. Not to say storms should be fun, because most storms suck way worse. I know friends who have lost everything, so this is all relative, right? And Julie, this is a Florida shirt, so I'm wearing it today. I'm being bit up by mosquitoes because this is like a mosquito's best friend area. Top of the morning to you, Karen. And so the day after the storm, you got to clean up shit. I was not expecting leaks nor broken windows during the day of the storm. I'm glad I had my trusty Rachel. We were wondering where you were at. All right. And Karen, top of the morning to you. And like I said, Chris, top of the morning to you. So here's day after advice for a storm. This is what you got to have. Have a lot of duct tape. Duct tape saved my ass. I know mosquitoes and I have a really weird relationship where I hate them and they love me, kind of. But they're not getting me too bad right now. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Hi, Julie. The wind howling was scary, wasn't it? It was super scary, considering there was a bunch of tornado watches. I literally stayed up all night till about 6:37. I could not go to sleep for a lot of reasons. I mean, as you can see here, look, there's like another branch. I'm like looking, oh yeah, there's another branch down here. Like there's so much shit I got to clean up. And I'll be honest, I don't fucking feel like it. I don't feel like it. But yes, to get back to have duct tape, because you never know. Like this leak started in our laundry room. out of nowhere. I've never seen it before. And started like it's on an angle because of the wind, the way the wind was blowing. And so I was like, so I put duct tape, so I like kind of funneled it into an area, and it helped. But I literally had to check on it all night. So I had towels in there because it was like if you just let it splash in there, it would like splash against the washer and stuff like that. So I put some towels in there to kind of dampen the kind of the splashing and stuff. And thank you guys, everybody who liked and shared. I really appreciate it. But I kept having to dump buckets out of it, right? So then I am, hey, Emmy. How you doing, Emmy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I am a little bit overwhelmed right now for a lot of reasons, like in the sense of like, I had so much other shit. Oh, my Spectrum dude's here. Here, we're going to walk and talk with the Spectrum dude. You're going to be part of this classic bit here. Let's see here. He's going to pull up here. He's like, but I thought you didn't have internet. And I'm going to be like, this is on my 5G, bro. It's on my 5G, bro. This guy better be coming to my house. Oh, yeah. I don't have the internet, okay? I don't have the internet. Oh, yeah, papi. Where'd the guy go? I had to put up my my fence. I had to my whole fence that we've been working on for years. There he is. I'm going to tell him that he's being broadcast on a massively huge show that's going worldwide right now. I will tell him because it's really rude to not tell people. What's up, man? How you doing? I'm live streaming right now, as you can probably tell. But that's my house right there. And yeah, I think that's it right there because it's right to the Spectrum box. And last storm, it had an issue with it as well. So there it is, man. All right, I'll be in the back out here. Thanks, man. There you go. I don't like it when they show up in the Spectrum truck. You know, I don't like it when they show up like in like an old like 4Runner with the Spectrum magnet on it. I'm like, ugh. All right, so we couldn't get the good guys. We had to get the independent contractors. So this is my dedication to the show, guys. I walk up in that outfit. I didn't even for 1 second think I was in a weird outfit. I was just like, I bet she's like, oh, this guy's probably doing some conservative talk show. What's going on with these weather machines? Okay, people are creating weather machines, and that's what's causing this. You're not going to tell me Biden didn't do this? Huh? You know, Kamala. Trump has investments in weather machines. Come on, man. It's the whole government, man. It's the whole government, okay? It's the whole freaking government. Oh, man, wouldn't that be crazy if somebody was, like, scrolling through and saw that right now and be like, all right, so here are more thoughts. I want to drink more of my coffee. I should tell Megan, though, that the guy is here, though, right? As a good husband? Yeah, I'm going to do that. That's what, look, guys, you want to be a good husband? Don't. Here's one thing wives don't like. Surprises. Unless they have diamond rings next to them. They tend to like order and detail. You want to stay married? Communicate. James John, you know nothing about tornadoes and huracanos. Do you guys have tornadoes in Canada? You got to, right? Hi. I'm on the show. Hi. There's Megan. Here's Alan and I already went on our walk. The Spectrum guy's here.
Oh, good. It looks like we have to because we have no lights on.
No one likes that. No one wants to hear the barking. James John says hello. You have tornadoes. You're from the East Coast, so I know hurricanes. You have tornadoes. They have tornadoes in Canada. Did you know that?
Do you see her?
All right. So, back to what I was talking about before. Maybe we can move it over here, guys? Yeah, maybe we can move it over here. Do you like the mic, by the way? I think the mic is a good touch, right? If I put it on my shirt, my necklace will ring-a-ling-a-ding it. So let's do a quick thing. I will be going to the Lane boxing a little bit later today. If you're going to box, go up there a little bit later today, get some energy out. I know I need to get some energy out because I'm really actually frustrated and annoyed about this storm and all this bullshit here. I'm about to share my feelings with you here. So then on Sunday, hopefully, I think there still should be the Melbourne Comic Con. Yes, it is the Zoolander Mike Joe. Oh, what if I put it on my hat? That's a good call, Sam. Let me see. Tell me. I don't know if I can get that angle. All right, guys. Here it is. I'm bald. Shit. Let's see if I can do this. I don't think this is going to be good enough. Let's see. Maybe. Well, let's see. Let's see. Can you still hear me here? Can you hear me here? Can you hear me here with the mic here? Oh, that's it. That's it. Does this turn? Oh, no. Okay, can you hear me? All right, cool. All right, this is cool. All right, you ever watch Hamilton when they have like the mics on the top of their head? That's what I feel like, the Hamilton actor. This guy's gonna have to climb the pole. And thank you, Sam, for the suggestion. All right, cool. It must sound way better than the normal mic, right? You know, they hate it when they have to climb the pole. I would like climbing the pole. Get it? I don't know what that means. All right. Before this storm attacked us, and that's what this is, I had a bunch of shit I needed to do, quite honestly. Finish some production for my speaking. Obviously, I had to do the show. This show was I was about to talk to a couple different sponsors that were about to come on board. But when you get hit with the storm, everything stops. And that's what people, sounds about the same as the normal mic, give or take. Really? Oh, okay. Well, thanks for the heads up, Sam. So I hate that, and I kind of love that in the same sense. It's like I hate it that everything has to stop, but at the same time, I think that is a beautiful reflection of humanity. Tell me if this sounds way better, right? This sounds way better. It's got to sound way better. I'm just going to keep it here like I'm a host. There he is. He's doing the whole mic, the whole ladder thing. Can you see him? Top of the morning to you, Barbara. He's got to do the whole ladder thing. He likes the gig when you just got to hook up the router. He likes that gig. But... All right. So now we're back to normal. Now some people weren't that affected by it. Dang, was that a bug that just hit me? Or a berry? And so they don't give a shit about your bad news. They don't give a shit about your house. Most people forget about it. And so you have to understand some people are going through it worse than others. Now, this is something I really want to share with you guys. It's been an overwhelming thought in my head. Is this little hustle and bustle of getting prepared for a storm is so different than what some people have to go through in this world of literally picking up their whole lives and leaving and never knowing when you're coming back. And you know exactly who I'm talking about. The poor Palestinian people of Gaza, of the entire area in Palestine, the Sudan right now, civil war. They're picking up their stuff. They're leaving. They don't know where they're coming back. At least we're buying pallets of water and noodles and bullshit. And so I keep that in mind. I do keep that shit in mind. The wildfires that they recently had, you know, like this is so different. This is so different. This is our world. This is our, you know, reality. but I tend to try and keep that in mind when I like am thinking about, oh shit, man, I got a lot of work here and money, to be honest, you know. And so these are the things that go through your mind, and everybody has their own version of it. You know what I'm saying? And so my version is, hey, today I'm going to clean up. I'm going to do the best that I can. And if you yourself are doing the best you can, you yourself, you know, hey, I can only clean up a little bit today. You yourself, I can't do it all. Don't stress out. The anxiety, the stress, the worry is not going to make it feel better. Yee-haw. What you need to do there, little partner, is just take it easy. Take it easy. Do a little bit at a time. Feel better. Now, if you don't have anything wrong, then good for you. My neighbors, they're without power. We're lucky we got some power. You know? There's always someone much worse than you. You got to be thankful. You can't be angry and grateful at the same time. Alina, good to see you. I'm glad you were not affected as well. I bet you do. I'll tell you one thing. I really love having you guys here, jumping on. I was able to jump on every day. I think that made me feel better. And I hope it made you feel better. And I'll be honest, I think this is an amazing connection. This show, the connections that we make through here, and it's just the beginning. You know, I can only imagine a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, the different connections. I want this show and this channel not just to be motivational, comedic, inspiring, but to connect people, just like you guys are talking right now. There's a reason you guys all jumped in on this show. There's so many. I've seen the way a show can connect people, and I know with the Passion Project, I have seen what it can do connecting people with the same passions. You know, and so I want to just like keep that same vibe with everything that I do, and that's why I love this country, I love this state, and I love the Passion Project. I have the Melbourne. Brought to you by Famous Faces and Funnies. Let's talk Famous Faces and Funnies, okay? Let's talk other small businesses, all right? You'll be so big in 5 years that you forgo. James, it's been a long time, and I always remember you. DeLand Boxing, Famous Faces and Funnies, Drain Doctor. These are all businesses that had to be shut down during this time period. They ain't making money. They ain't, able to do what they have to pay for services. They have to pay for employees. They have to think of the business, right? So now they got to open back up. DeLand Boxing and Fitness is open today. So I will be going so I can show, do my thing here. Yes. Wah. Ooh. So we'll be doing that. Good morning. What do you want me to call you? ATH? Is it just ATH? Pool guy's going to be busy as hell, Joey Hudson. Good to see you in here. Thank you, guys. By the way, if you haven't liked or shared yet, shame on you, because I'm doing the show for you. And if you're waiting for somebody else to like it, every like pushes out the show like a Mark Zuckerberg hot fart. Okay, so you got to push it out. It's a hard hat, cowboy hat. It's a cowboy hard. It's a cardboard hat. Actually, that I bought at Walmart. It's $10 though, which I gotta say, thank you, James John, for liking. I saw that. I see who likes them. I see who don't. James John, thank you for liking. Rachel, thank you for liking. Yeah, ATH is cooler than Justin. No dissing, Justin, but ATH just sounds like you're like some like hacker. Like, yo, ATH is here. What? Did you know the code? He's already cracked into it. Thank you, Sammy boy. You're right on it, Sam. I appreciate it. Thank you. Famous Faces and Funnies, a comic book store. Their goal is to make you love comics. They made me love, and it's going to suck because I'm going to forget the name of the comic, but I want to finish it. It is so freaking good. And I read it during when my daughter was sick in the hospital. And Rick is going to hook me up with the rest of the series. But I'm going to try and make it one day. I got a movie I'm making. Okay, I got my show I'm doing, And here's the deal, man. Situations like this, man, they will knock you off your damn path. Like, my wife has to is going back to work, and the situation there is rough because she runs a big nursery, the garden shop, beautiful garden shop. It is the best nursery you will ever go to. It looks like Disney himself made it, but no, my wife, my father-in-law, and many other wonderful people made it, but there's damages everywhere. So what am I saying this for? The reason I'm saying this is, don't let this storm knock you off of your path right now. Don't let this storm be the reason you don't achieve your next goal. Don't let the storm, be an excuse that you don't get to that next level. Karen, what time Sunday? That is a great question. I myself don't know the time. And if I were to look it up, it would be on my phone, which I'm using right now. So what I would like is for somebody to go to the Famous Faces and Funnies website. They should have the stuff of the time, but I believe it's like 11 to 2 or something like that. I'm not sure. Barbara. We're all here because we love you, Carlos. You have worked on our hearts for years, and our gift back is loyalty. You are so sweet. This is the best YouTube show. I'm trying to make the best YouTube show. I'm not doing a podcast. If you notice, this is a show. Now, I'm doing lives almost every day now. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sammy boy, for that. If you guys get a second, no. Thank you for posting that. If you get a second and you want to show some love, I'm not asking you for some money or anything. Just go over to that page, send a message. Megan will read it and say, I love what you're doing here. Check it out. Boom, 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 boom. That makes me happy. Thank you, Julie. You're the best, Julie. We little acorns grew the mighty oak. I love your sayings there. So I want to, I am Mr. Positive Man, Mr. Motivation, all these things. Well, guess what? I also, here we go. Boom. 10 to 5. 10 to 5. Feel alive on Sunday. 10 to 5. Come and see me at the Melbourne Toy Comic Con. I will have pictures to sign. I will say and give a lot of hugs and kisses. I really do look forward to seeing a lot of you guys out there. I will have shirts. Karen's going to be out there, so we're going to have shirts, To the Top Never Stop shirts. Please come out and purchase some shirts so we can pay off those shirts and then purchase the next thing we do. All right. Thank you, Sammy boy. You're doing a bang-up job being a producer, Sammy. I will sign your shirt. I will give you a hug. I will thank you for being so supportive, Rachel. Absolutely, 100 million %. So, in my head, yes, I look at all this and I go, because I have to finish some very crucial things for my business. I have to do, obviously, this show is one of those things. It's like, I want to be always consistent. I could have put up a post and been like, you know what? I don't have internet. I don't have by the way, our water heater still broke. So we don't have a water heater. So we haven't had hot showers over a week. Yeah, by the way, I'm not complaining. I'm just sharing this with you because you guys are my friends. So what is my point? Life is going to happen. Life is going to give you bullshit. Life is going to make you feel, you're much better right now than Billy. Yeah. Right now, yeah. He had to take off to take care of his family, jerk. So overcome those negative emotions, and that's what it is. That's what this is. Look, as long as you can lift up your arm, you can walk around, you got mobility in one way or the other, you got a little bit of money in the bank, just a little bit to buy you some food to get you somewhere, you're going to be okay. You take cold showers, ATH? I somewhat do, too. But a lot of them in a row suck. I really could use a warm shower right now. So, your emotions are going to get you to this place. Your emotions can shut you down. gun show. Lotion the gun show. Lotion the gun show. This is what we do when we do the gun show. This is what we do when we do the gun show. I honestly gained like 10 pounds. I'm kind of fat right now. I've been eating nonstop pizza, Oreos, and a lot of cherry Pepsi. That's looks better. Listen, it might just be, dog. It might just be. Lowe's in the gun show. I got my gun show. You gotta know I got the gun show. No testosterone replacement here. No shots. This is the real shit. I don't fake this shit. I don't need a doctor to stick something in my ass to make me lose weight. No, this is the real shit. Honestly, if you do have to lose weight using any of those things, I'd totally say go do it. If I was bigger, I would say shoot me with 6 of them so I could lose weight. Just in case anybody else is out there doing that. I wonder if this guy wants to talk to me. Maybe he does. No. You know what, Julie, this is... Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It really has. I put in a lot of work, but I got to do better. I haven't had my workouts in the morning because I've been a little off, and I'm going to start injecting those. And I just got to eat better. And you know what? I realized this. ATH. Imagine this. I sleep better when I don't consume a sleeve of Oreos, or just munch on like jelly beans before I go to bed. Who would have thought that? So, like, last night I went to bed at, I was just, exhausted. Megan was exhausted. I didn't feel like doing shit. I was just overwhelmed. I went to bed, at 8. I just laid down. And I was like, I don't feel like doing shit. And I already picked up, I was like, I never go to bed at 8 either. And I was like, I don't care. Let me be. Let me be. And so did Megan. I didn't blame her too. I feel so bad. She's got so much stuff at her work that she has to do. What's up, Arnott? Spent hours removing everything from the pool deck, side yards, hours putting it back. Yeah. Sugar is the enemy, Marie. Yeah, you're right. Thanks. I know sugar is the enemy. I know it is, but I love it. I know. And I think you're right. There's a bunch of storm trauma. And look, we're not talking about, serious trauma here. We're talking, well, maybe so sometime. I tell you, you slept around the clock. Dude, I was tripping during the storm. Not tripping in the sense of where I was personally freaking out. Let me see if this guy just, no? Okay. The wind was so bad. I literally thought at 2 moments, the attic window was blown open. So there was literally hurricane winds and shit. And I'm grabbing random pieces of wood and drilling them up because I wasn't expecting for my attic window to blow open. And I'm checking on the leak downstairs. And I'm literally building. So I would go up and I didn't have all that was up there because it's not it's not done yet. It's you're going to redo the whole thing. So it's really not safe up there. And so I broke this I broke this bench earlier in the day, and it was this wooden bench, and so I used the pieces from that, and I ran upstairs and I drilled it up into the wall, and I had another piece of wood, and I'm obviously gonna make it better now, but that was scary. And then the front window started blowing out because of the wind. These are older windows. Some are older, some are new. And I had to duct tape that. I thought for 1 second that this window was going to break open, and that it was going to go through the front of my house. It was really crazy, really crazy. But here we are. We survived it. You're in the process of working on your mental health. Health. Oh, between injuries and depression, I've let myself go. I want to be there for my kids, active and healthy. That is important. Let me see if this man knows that I'm here. ATH, that's the first step. You got to have a big purpose. And your kids are a big one. And just use that. But what you don't want to do is do it all in a day. Don't do it all in a day. Actions every day will so outnumber doing like a million things in one day. Every day. And every day writing it down. So if it's a weight thing, if it's a physical, man, I need to just you need to write down 5 minutes today of what that thing is. 5 minutes. And then tell yourself, man, if I can't do 5 minutes, then how bad do I really want this? You want to challenge yourself. Write it down so you see it there, ATH. For anybody trying to do anything, you got to write it down. And then start every little day, just do a little bit. One thing, and then the next day, and then the next day. Arnott, you've done this before too, man. Arnott was severely injured. He was in a what was it, a 50-man gangbang? Something like this? In Vegas, he goes out to Vegas, he breaks these records all the time. This guy's back was so broken. Oh no, it was at a trampoline park. He seriously did a backflip or something, not even that crazy, and he hurt himself at the trampoline park, Arnott. And so every time I go to the trampoline park, that's right, Arnott, it was a Diddy party. It was a big break your back attack, a Diddy party, and let's just say Arnott won. Having an action plan. Take one thing you want to accomplish and break it down in small. That's so good. That's a book called Atomic Habits. Let's go see if this man. Let's see. He looks like he's walking up. So hold on. Let's see if he needs me. And I may cut this stream short because I need to find out if we're cooking with Crisco here. My wife may be able to help here, but we'll see here in a moment. I don't think he's needing me at this moment, but maybe we'll post up into this. If you're enjoying this on the scene reporting, and please give me a like. Please give me a like. Oh look, I gotta clean up more shit over here. Yeah, it's almost like everywhere I go, there's more bullshit I gotta clean up. She started by seeing a doctor. Oh, that's good. Found out you're on the border of pre-diabetes. Tomorrow I'm doing a sleep study, severe sleep apnea. I'm also going to chiropractic to work on my injuries. Good. Man, those are, okay, so this is what you want to do. How you want to feel better about doing all those things. Write it down in your notebook. You write down today, and then every time you do something, you check it off. In your mind, it will release serotonin. It will go, ooh, you did a good job today. It will give you another reason to continue doing it. Now, you do that with everything, but most importantly with the things that you're really trying to achieve. And it will give you that fuel for the next day. And then the next day you write down exactly what you want to do. So you say, hey, all right, cool, I'm gonna do 5 minutes on the treadmill. Write that down. Okay, I'm telling you, this works. This is something I've been practicing for a long time. It's scientifically proven, and it's just the reason that will allow you. How we doing? Everything good?
Good, you're good. I'm just gonna rip out. It looks like they left the whole line.
Yeah, man. Yeah, do what you got to do. Make it as crystal clear as possible.
Your line is fixed, but you're still not gonna have anything. You have no power.
Oh, no, we do have power.
We have an outage in your area.
Oh, yeah, we have power here.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the outage might be something else, but we have nobody around you.
Yeah. No, this over here, they don't have power. For whatever reason, we're on different things. So thanks, man. Cool. Let me know if you need anything. I'll be out back. Things are working out today. Goodbye, storm. Bye-bye now. You will never see us now. We have now Spectrum Internet. Guys, this whole thing was a Spectrum Internet commercial. The whole thing. They're paying me a fucking shitload of money to do this, man. So fooled ya. This is actually a set. Green screen. Nothing's wrong. Spectrum Internet. The best internet you can get. Because we're a monopoly. How did you guys think that was a good commercial? Look, I'm an entertainer. And, Until the day I die, I will be performing for you guys. I was watching a breakdown of a fighter, the mentality of a fighter, okay? And I was kind of looking at him going, you poor bastards. But in all actuality, I have the mentality of a fighter, not a real one. Not to say I'm not going to, like, what is a fighter? Like, who wants to be a champion? Who wants to be, like, they're going for the belt and they want to fight for the people, right? That is, like, the toughest road, because what is the road? It's broken bones, broken face, broken noses, no money. You talk about no money in the beginning of a fighter's life. I'm announcing, now this is one thing I'm cool that I'm doing. On November 4th, I'm doing my first professional boxing fight, guys. If you're interested in coming to see me, make some noise, do a little thumbs up, give some love. I'm announcing a professional boxing match, Cowboy Carlos, by the way. Because when I do my announcing, that's Cowboy Carlos. And he's very respectable. And then I do my little thing. So anyway, I'm doing that. That's one thing. So I love boxing. I love fighting. So my point is this. I have that mentality when it comes to entertaining people. When it comes for the camera's up. I can't help it. I can't help it. And I'm glad, my point of saying all this is, I'm glad that I have this in me and not the fighter mentality. Because, okay, could I have been a champion? I don't know, you used to tell me, you got what it takes, Carlos. Give me 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 2. It sucks. I'll share this with you guys because you guys are the real people. You guys are the real deal, okay? Listen, those who watch the live stream, top of the morning, I love you. Why? Because I take this show and then I break it up amongst a lot of different things. But I don't put everything out there. So if it's just for this. I didn't book the boxing thing, the boxing audition. Here's how sometimes things really suck. They saw me 4 different times, 4 different characters, 4 different roles. They were like, I didn't even get anything back. And then, and I'll tell you, it was for the Christy Martin movie. And then I get a text from Christy who's like, hey, have you been on set yet? I texted her earlier that I was like auditioning like a month ago or something like that. And she's like, oh, awesome. And she kind of like, and it's her movie, mind you. And so, and I wrote back, I was like, nope, won't be on set because I didn't book it. So, why do I tell you this? This all relates back to emotions. This all relates back to people want to just talk about the good shit. I'm going to share the good and the bad shit with you. And I don't even know if this is necessarily the bad shit. Because what this could be is just the beginning to another story in the future that might motivate somebody. When I say, yeah, and then I kept auditioning for this movie, and they kept saying no, and I kept auditioning for this movie, and they kept saying no, and then finally they booked me. Because, I don't know, what if the same producer books me in another movie? My point is this. You can't give up just because you're butthurt. I'm a little butthurt right now. I'm a little upset. My ego's, my agent hasn't called me and said, I'm not sending you out on other. I don't have a thumbs up here. Did a thumbs up pop up to you guys? Because a thumbs up popped up to me. Tanya, how you doing, Tanya? So, I am going to continue to audition for big movies and TV shows. But inside, I'm like, oh, man. Inside, I'm like, ah. So, inside, I could be like, man, I quit, man. I quit. For no reason other than my ego being bruised. Not because I know there's another big role out there for me. It's just waiting. And if I give up now, I'll never see it. So whatever it is that you're going for in your life, in your world, don't give up now. This could be God, universe testing you. Or how bad do you really want it? So ATH, I know you want your body and your mind to be in a better place. It's going to get there, bro. It's going to get there. Or not. It's going to get there. Don't give up based on emotions, is what I'm saying. The mind will always give up quicker than the body. George, you have chainsaws. I actually have some chainsaws, but they're not strong enough, I realize. They're battery powered, and the actual chain, like the saw themselves, it's just like not strong enough for some of this shit. So I would actually like to borrow some heavy duty chainsaws and cut through this shit like butter. Do you live in the area? Do you live in Deland? Let me know. Everyone, Tanya, everyone has something. There is no doubt in my mind, that every person walking on this planet has something that they can really contribute to this world. No doubt about it. Maybe it's on one level, a family, that they grow their family and that family is abundant and gives back in so many ways. Maybe it's they are super talented in one skill or craft, that they're better than everybody else. Maybe it's that they have the nurturing capabilities to take in people. Maybe they have a genius idea. But here's the deal. Unfortunately, most of these ideas never leave out of here, never leave out of the dome. I'm wearing a hat today because, quite frankly, today's one of those days. Exactly, Los. I don't know how many times my wife says that to me. Exactly, Los. You're so right, Carlos. Right again, Carlos. Carlos, you're getting things right streak is continued. Good morning to you, Tony. They never get out of your head. Let's see if this man is walking back to me. No, I think they're waiting. And they're going to get some extra cable. Anyway, they never get out of your head. I'm still bummed out. I missed an opportunity due not to answering an unknown number. I was offered to work for Minecraft, a dream. I tried calling back and got ghosted. You'll get another opportunity. This is one thing I always said to the girls when I coached, and same with any other kind of realm. You'll get that opportunity again. You just have to be more ready for it. Okay? Same with softball. Like they would get a pop-up, right? And it would be a pop-up to the first baseman's side, right on the foul line. They would run after it, and then they would miss it because maybe they didn't give enough effort. And I'd look at them and say, the softball gods are going to give you that opportunity again. Watch. And I swear to God, within the next 3 at-bats, there would be some play that reminded them of that, and they would do it. They would catch it because same with you. You're going to get an opportunity to work for another company. Just be ready. And I think having your mind and body ready for it, ATH, is going to be the way that you get it. All right? So be ready for it. Think of that as the learning lesson. Don't think of that as a missed opportunity. That's, I have plenty of those, man. I had plenty of those where I was like, I thought that was going to be it. It wasn't. You weren't ready for it then. You weren't ready for it then. Be ready for it the next time it comes up. I promise you. Be good, do good, means something to the right person. Being mean and nasty has a toxic effect. Love is the answer. I know it sounds so cheesy. I know it sounds so whatever. But love is the answer. Love is the answer. Love is the answer. Somebody's being fucking horrible to you. Somebody's being shitty to you. Oh, I know it fucking feels good just to fucking trust me. But you know what the answer is? Love. And sometimes that love is, here we go. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Have a good weekend. So we should have service, I guess. Remember, the outage is restored in the area, which I'm guessing means that there's an area that is providing the service that is not being supply powered. That's what I'm guessing. Oh, man. No, you're in Orlando. If I was driving out there. Nah, man, it's all right. I got some chainsaws right here. But thank you, George. I don't know why I was going to call you Georgie, because I think your name is Winnie. And I think I saw Georgie there. That's why. Now, I'm not saying that I'm good at. I'm waiting and I'm ready. I know I'll come swim positively. If they came looking for me, I've not applied to them. It lets me know someone out there is looking for me. Exactly. Skills count, for sure. Now, trust me, sometimes, most of the time, I don't want to kill him with kindness. To be honest, most of the time I want to go off. Most of the time, that's the problem. Is that I truly, a lot of times, don't give a fuck. I'm learning. My wife and I, we try and help each other. I can hear the chains on the back of that car scraping against the ground, and I can remember that Smokey the Bear commercial where he says, "Only you can prevent forest fires. Make sure your chains are taking off of the ground." My problem is that I truly don't give a fuck most of the time. I've had a lot of people betray me. I've had a lot of people, I've lost a lot of people. I've had best friends turn on me. I've had enemies become best friends. So I am prone to not being kind and nice in a lot of situations, to be quite honest. And that's fucked up a lot of situations. So the harder thing to do is to show love, is to turn the other cheek. It's usually the right answer. Every now and then you're going to have to fight back. Physically, a lot of times, yeah, if you're being attacked, you got to fight back. But mentally, a lot of times I look back and go, I should have said this. I should have done that. 99% of the time, I'm always glad. I'm like, I chose love. I chose the other cheek. And then majority of the time, I regret when I went off. Like, I can clearly think of that. And I go, I should have given a little bit more love to that situation. We talked a lot today. I don't know if I'm feeling very vulnerable, but there was no show topics, if you noticed. You know, when I go in the top of the morning, I usually have 3 or 4. I'm sinking in the ground here, guys, by the way. Get out of here. Next week, on top of the morning, is anybody watching Agatha All the Way? Is anybody watching that? Because I am so glad to, on a totally different topic, TV and films are coming back, folks. You miss you in Florida. Well, you got me. I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere. Is it Jolie? That is a cool name, Jolie. Bugs are they're coming out. You always let the anger always get in your way. Yeah, you know, I think, George, man, I think us, I'm generalizing here. I'm generalizing, okay? But because scientifically, we have more testosterone, and women have more estrogen. Generalizing. Obviously, it varies for people. I happen to have a lot of testosterone. I think my wife happens to have a lot of estrogen. We are both emotionally on different spectrums a lot of times, but we're both emotional people. And our emotions can get the best of us. And with, you know, to your point, George, good to see you in here, George. I've seen you here from time to time. I'd like to see you in here more often. The anger feels right in the moment. The anger feels good in the moment. The anger feels like, as a man, I'm going to show you my power. But damn it, man, doesn't it make us look like fucking fools afterwards? When we break shit, when we fight, when we scream. Every now and then you got to show that shit. You know, you got to protect, you got to save, you got to secure. But a lot of the time, it's just because we haven't communicated shit. And we want to just fucking scream and yell. And I don't know. I guess I'm just talking about myself. Yes, Jolie. I think that's cool. Oh, George, look at this. This is a real deal G right here. You did 4 years for it. Emotions, man. Talk to these kids all the time. And it's not just kids, it's people. We will do the stupidest shit just based on emotions. Just based on our feeling. Who we're hanging out with, who we're friends with at the time. Ooh. ATH, it's almost like you're listening to Top of the Morning. Here are the things we don't want to do, okay? If you're about to make a big decision in your life, you're about to make something, huge. What is the one word you have to remember? Small or big decisions. Ready? Here's the word. What? What? Yes, that's right. The word is what. The reason you want to remember the word what, it is for 4 words. Here we go. Weak, hungry, angry, tired. That's right. What? If you're weak, hungry, angry, tired, don't make a little decision. Don't make a big decision. Don't plan out your life, or don't plan out your week. Get you a bite to eat, take a nap, take a little some medicine, and overall chill, and then move forward. What? I created it. You use it. It'll be good for you. I promise. Thank you. ATH. Coming in big there. Yeah, thanks, Mary. Yeah, I really want to create a little video for it. I think I'm about to do it because I always remember what? So many times late at night, Megan and I will be discussing. I shouldn't say so many times. This happened a lot when we were younger in our relationship. We want to discuss our whole world at 9 o'clock at night, 9:30, 10 o'clock. You're tired. You're hungry. You're weak. No. Put it in the books. You want to talk about how, damn, you got to get your finances together. Hey, you got to get this together. We're not going to talk about it at the end of this argument. Let's get some sleep. Let's have half a sandwich, cup of soup. We can put together $10 at the Panera, right? And then let's sit there with a notebook and let's talk. Okay, all right, what could... my wife and I had to do this so much. Like, I remember when we built our photography business, we'd have shit going on. Like, what can we do? Well, you're good with pictures, Carl. Okay, well, we can put together photography. Okay, well, you could do... Okay, well... Better than, our lives are a mess, which is much easier. There goes the anger, there goes the emotions. Ooh, that's another one. Yeah, respond, don't react. Man, oh man. That's another one I always got to work on. Top of the morning to you. And do, okay. Top of the morning to you, Ash. I'm so glad to see everybody here. Because like I said, I was gonna put out a post and be like, look, guys, because quite honestly, I'm doing better. I'm glad I'm on here with you guys. But I was just like, actually, today I was fired up. Yesterday I was way more down. The whole house was a bit depressed because when I'm down, ooh, it's not good. You want to talk about a sad situation. A down Carlos. Oof. Even I don't want to be around him. And I'm me. Because when I'm down, I'm like, oh, shit. Megan hates it. Because she's like, no, we're doing Carlos gets sad. It's a lot of responsibility. That's why I wear this hat. And to me, I'll tell this is one of my favorite mugs because I know if I'm in Atlanta, I'm working. Can't wait to get my next acting gig. I don't know when it will be, but I know. Rationale. How we doing, puppy? Therapist has me and my wife use HALT. That's another good one I've seen. Yeah, when we're feeling angry, we stop and ask, you hungry, angry, lonely, or tired? Lonely's a good one. I like that one. I like that. But just use mine. How about that, ATH? Okay, I know you're paying a lot of money for your therapist. This is a lot of money here, okay? Being the mood setter should be a shared responsibility. Hard to carry that load alone. Mary, that's a really good point. And one thing that I tend to do, and I think it's good for most relationships, is if somebody's down, and it's, of course, it can't be all the time, right? If somebody's down all the time, then they're depressed. They need to get that figured out. If they're always freaking out about something, they need to get that figured out, right? But like a normal, quote unquote normal, and somebody's down, like super down, they maybe something happened in their life, their work, whatever. Yeah, you don't want to jump 2 feet in with them, right? Oh, this does suck. But you want to be there for them, right? But like if it was a scale, I would say, one's up here, and like let's say your partner's here, right? And you're up here, and you want to get down to here. You don't want to get down to here. You know what I'm saying? You don't even want to get here with them. You want to get here with them. right? Because I used to think that when somebody was upset with me that I had to replicate their emotion. I don't know why. I was much younger. Oh, you're upset? Well, I'm upset. You're sad? Well, I'm sad. You know, and I've learned to try and be more the thermostat and not the thermometer, you know? And yeah, I think this hurricane, I think it did give me more purpose. I don't know why, but I guess it did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think, like I said, normal is normal to everybody's normal in a weird way, you know? The Ellis Walt. What if I just called it Walt? I like that. And thank you guys for liking and sharing. I really appreciate it. Every time you like, you give a heart. I know you're waiting for that next person to do it. I go back and I look and I see everybody who does it. So then next time around, you guys pop up. I'll give you guys, show you love, because this is how I help get it out there, trying to grow. And make sure if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please take a second. Just subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. I'm posting all the time. I'm really infusing a lot of energy, a lot of entertaining things, trying to provide a lot of cool things on there. Yes, they are. And it's okay. You know, I think it's okay to, with your kids when they're watching, you can't be fake, right? You can't be like, everything's gonna be all right, everything's gonna be fine. Then like you break down. You got to split the difference. You got to be like, yo, heck, we could lose power. We're a little worried. Yeah, we're a little worried, but everything's gonna be okay. We're safe. We got things here. We got a plan. But yeah, they will replicate your actions. Kids watch your actions and can be convinced by them and do them, right? They'll listen to you talk all day long. They won't listen to you. Adults will sit there and talk to you, and they'll be like, wow, this person sounds really smart. I'm going to listen to them. And you won't listen to their actions because they could be gaslighting you, and their actions say something totally different. It's weird how we flip it as kids. We overthink it. When we are adults because they sound fancy, but really as adults, we need to follow action. So my actions will be picking up stuff. I'm gonna also take Lennon in later. She's got some hitting practice and stuff like that. Brandy, how you doing, Brandy? That's a great picture of you too. So true. Great job, Cross. Hey, she's in the insurance game, so I'm sure you're very, very busy now, getting a lot of calls. Actions always speak louder than words. Always speak louder than words. Now, your words will help you. Your words will help you. You know, they'll solidify it. They'll seal in any of the seams or the creases or the cracks of your actions and solidify it, right? But if your words don't match your actions, it ends up being some bullshit. How did Magnolia do with her first big storm? She did well. She's a trip, man. She really is such a trip, and she just is a little energy ball. And she did pretty dang well. She was a little nervous, but we were all together on it, and yeah, luckily she did pretty well, I thought. I'm about to learn about when leg. I've learned to talk about when I'm feeling low so my partner knows. So it gives her the opportunity to ask if I need help or if I need space to help her. Okay, yes. ATH, can I give you a little tidbit on that? Okay. As a husband, your partner, obviously, yes. I think husbands, I'm just speaking on my behalf, okay? Yes, you should share. But you should share about 20% of the time. I realize my wife doesn't need to know about every fucking ache. There it is again. The thumbs up. Give me another thumbs up. My wife doesn't need to know every time my tummy's upset. My wife doesn't need to know if I got a headache, I go get the medicine. If I'm feeling a little bit down, hey, what? Am I weak, hungry, angry, tired? Now, if I'm really feeling it, I'm going to share that with her. If I'm really feeling sick, because it's kind of rare. But you don't also want to be with somebody that every fucking 5 seconds they're telling you that they don't feel good. I'm not saying that's you or anybody. But you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we quickly realize, like, why have I been reporting all day long my illnesses and to the person that I'm supposed to? You know what I'm saying? Like, before you realize it, you're like, you've told them all these things. You're like, of course, share how you feel, but not like every little thing. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Because Oh, thank you. Drawing the line on when to share is the challenge for a man. You are so right, Eddie. I got to tell you, that is a really, really, really great point. And I think that's part of I'm gonna use it just how I feel. Being a husband, being a man of the family, there's just some shit you got to soak in. You got to soak it in. The stresses, the worries, soak it in and don't bitch about it. And then there's like a 20% line where you're like, I'm going to share this with, okay, I'm going to share this with this, I'm going to share it with that. But you don't want to become just a spewing ocean of, I just see a lot of weak ass dudes out there. That share too much. Mary, thank you for saying that. My husband does a 20% thing. Okay, I'm not going to say 20%. It's more than 20%. My whole Pareto principle, look it up. Pareto principle is 80-20 theory. But I communicate a lot with my wife. But a lot of times I don't want to share too much. But I do communicate on a day-to-day level way more than most husbands, I would say. I think there's a difference, right? Communicating what you got going on in your life and communicating what's going on in your body or your worries every 5 seconds. I agree, George. It sucks to an extent, but that's what I'm saying. You can't keep it in all the time. You can't keep it in all the time. I'm not saying 100% of the time. I think that there is just a point where it is 100% of the time where you're not telling anybody anything is horrible. And then 100% of the time when you're telling everybody, and I'm not saying it's you, I'm just kind of saying in general, where you're telling everybody everything all the time is too much. It's balance. I'll say it 1,000,000 times. Balance, 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 balance. Balance is everything. You want to lose weight? Balance. You want to work out? Balance. You want to be good to your kids? Balance. You want to be good to your wife? Balance. You want to be a better listener? Balance. Balance, balance, balance. I think that's the better... Yeah, I don't want you to say that though, George. Maybe I said that too forthcomingly, if that's even a word. Share how you feel. I was talking more so about people who overshare. If you're wondering why maybe your wife or your husband is not looking at you in a way, it's like if everything is negative, everything you're complaining about, your body, whatever. That's no good. But of course you got to share how you feel. Used to bottle it all in. It'd keep you sick. Oh yeah, no, you cannot bottle it in. Here are ways of getting it out. Get a notebook, write out your feelings, put it out all on paper. Boom. Don't put it on the internet. Don't write a fucking 16-page Facebook post about your anxiety and depression. You will look back on that shit and you will fucking feel embarrassed as hell that you wrote that shit. I'm telling you right now. Write it in a notebook. Write out every last word. Every day, if you're bottling it in, you get it out. I think that's why also I feel better, is because I do get things out. So talk with a friend about it. You don't have to look if it's issues with your wife, your business, whatever. You don't ever say, this is my rule of thumb with my wife, okay? Don't ever share information with a friend or somebody that you know about your wife or your family that you would be embarrassed or that you wouldn't want them sharing with somebody else. And I'm not saying you're doing that, but I think a lot of times, people break that trust of like what it is to have the intimacy of a family, like, and you share these things with then it's like, whoa, no, then the trust is broken, right? So like you want to share how you feel with others, get it out, because all those thoughts, all those ideas, all those opinions, all those worries, they have energy, right? And they go in your head, especially if you're not working out and you're not doing anything to get it out, you're not living your passion, you're not doing anything, of course, you know what's going to happen. You're going to get depressed, you're going to have anxiety, you're going to break down. You're going to have anger, you're going to scream. So you have to dissect yourself. You have to be a historian and a master of your own body, of your own mind. Yes, George, 100%. All those thoughts have energy. And if they're thoughts that you need to get out, you need to get them out one way or the other. And so they come out in a physical way. But you're thinking about it, you're writing it out, you're talking about it, you're watching Top of the Morning, you're doing all these things. That's all going to help, dude. That's all going to help. Some people need an outlet. And about a healthy outlet, just remember, you got to trust who you talk to. Yes, I agree. Everybody is safe so far. Used to bottle in. I think we put that up there already. Oh, yeah. He lost a lot of Army brothers because they kept the darkness to themselves. That's a sad situation, man. That's one thing I will never forgive our leaders for, that sent all those men and women to war. I'll never forgive the Rumsfelds, the Wolfowitz, the Cheneys, the W. Bushes. They set it all off, man. They fucking set it all off. Every bit of bullshit, ISIS, every bit of bullshit set off during those wars. And I will never forgive those for it. We lost a lot of good men and women because they came back with a lot of guilt, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, and a never-ending war. Never-ending war, man. I'm glad, even though it was a mess getting out, I'm glad at least one of them was done. Fortunately, some of the people around the world don't see the same thing. War, as the song says, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Just to battle these fuckers, these old men, battling and having young men die over their indifferences, over money. Bullshit. Tony, I'm so glad you tuned in, bro. Thank you for saying that. I'm really always trying to mix my show with entertainment, with motivation, with thought, with opinion, with Growing up, I had a dad that was a biker, so there was no room for a weak moment around him. Yeah, man. Look, George, we will either become our parents or run from them. There's usually not a middle ground. And there's a lot of things I loved about my parents that I wanted to be like them. And I am like them. No doubt about it, whether I like it or not. And then other things I wanted to run from it. And if you never, we have an we have a sick fascination with idealizing our parents, whether they're good or not. I don't know why. To the top, never stop. Tom, hope you're busy. Drain doctor in the house. Good to see you, buddy. And if your parents been good to you and they're logical and rational and they help you and stuff like, okay, idolize them, sure, whatever. But man, too many shitty parents out there being idolized, and they're being idolized for the wrong reasons. And so the reason I say this is people end up becoming their parents. Like George, you just said, that your dad was a biker. And so if you didn't realize and you just love the biker lifestyle, you're like, well, I'm just like my dad. My dad was a good man. Blah, 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 blah. Well, not really. No, he was horrible with personal relationships. And it takes a lot. It's so much harder to look at yourself and look at it's hard for me to look at the shit I have issues with. I have issues with just basically telling people to go fuck themselves. I have issues with my anger. I have issues with a lot of things. And I have to slowly work on them. And it takes somebody like my wife and my family and people that you love to in a great way, call them out and say, hey, that's kind of like how your mom is. And so for you, George, to see that's how your dad was, I think it's good for you to understand and get not be like him, basically, in the worst ways. Oh, dude, you made a group to keep all your eyes. One goes dark, we look them up and do wellness. Oh, man. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Don't be that light. You come right back here, ATH. We're right here. We ain't going nowhere. Okay, puppy? Crazy. Hey, Mary, thanks for the addition today. You had some great comments, as always. And I hope you have a great rest of the day. I'm about to get started here. I'm literally... Oh, there's my wife. Let's see here. Can we get an exclusive interview with Megan Navarro? Megan Navarro! Can we get an exclusive? See if we get an exclusive with Megan Navarro. She went inside. Shit. All right, folks, listen. Yeah, that's what my wife says about me. Oh! Listen, folks. I'm really glad I did this. Look at all those beautiful loves and hearts and likes. I'm going to go back. Every single person who hearted and liked that, I'm going to blow a little kiss to you when I see your name on there. I should go put a camo. I'm going to go put a camo shirt on. That's what I'm going to do. And get some more food because I'm kind of hungry right now. And I do know one thing today will be a great day. To the top. Never stop.